Europe, the year 1300. For centuries, the continent slumbered under the weight of the Middle Ages. Knowledge was scarce, controlled by the church. Art was stylized, focused on religious themes. But change was coming, a change that would sweep across Europe, transforming art, science, and society itself. This was the Renaissance. The Renaissance, meaning rebirth in French, was a period of extraordinary cultural and intellectual transformation that began in Italy in the 14th century. This rebirth was fueled by a rediscovery of classical Greek and Roman culture. Thinkers, artists, and scientists began to question long-held beliefs and embrace new ideas. This period of awakening would forever alter the course of human history. The Renaissance was not a sudden revolution. It was a gradual shift in thinking, a slow but steady awakening of the human spirit. It was a time of great intellectual ferment as people began to explore new ideas in art, science, literature, and philosophy. The Renaissance marked a profound shift from the medieval worldview to a more human-centered perspective, emphasizing reason, observation, and the pursuit of knowledge. Renaissance art was a celebration of human beauty and the natural world. It was a period where art flourished like never before, and artists began to explore new themes and techniques that had a profound impact on the world of art. It marked a radical departure from the stylized, religious art of the medieval period. During the medieval era, art was primarily focused on religious themes and was often characterized by a lack of depth and realism. Artists like Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, and Raphael sought to capture the world around them with realism and emotion. They were pioneers in their field, pushing the boundaries of what was possible in art. Leonardo da Vinci, a true Renaissance man, embodied the spirit of the age. His insatiable curiosity and boundless creativity made him a master in multiple disciplines. He was a painter, sculptor, inventor, and scientist. His diverse talents and interests allowed him to make significant contributions to various fields, from anatomy to engineering. His iconic Mona Lisa, with her enigmatic smile, remains one of the most famous paintings in the world. The painting's mysterious allure continues to captivate audiences to this day. Michelangelo, another giant of the Renaissance, is best known for his breathtaking frescoes on the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel in Rome. His work on the Sistine Chapel is considered one of the greatest achievements in the history of art. His depiction of the creation of Adam is an enduring image of human potential. The fresco captures the moment of divine creation with unparalleled beauty and grace. Raphael, the youngest of the three great masters, was known for his harmonious compositions and graceful figures. His work is celebrated for its clarity of form and ease of composition. His painting, The School of Athens, perfectly captures the spirit of the Renaissance, depicting a gathering of great thinkers from antiquity. The fresco is a testament to the intellectual fervor of the period. These artists and many others transformed the art world. Their innovative approaches and techniques set the stage for future generations of artists. They developed new techniques like perspective and chiaroscuro, which allowed them to create more realistic and lifelike images. These techniques revolutionized the way artists represented space and light. Their art was no longer solely focused on religious themes, but explored human emotions, mythology, and the natural world. This shift allowed for a more diverse and rich artistic expression. The Renaissance witnessed a flourishing of portraiture, as individuals sought to capture their likeness for posterity. Portraits became a way to express personal identity and social status. This reflected a growing awareness of the importance of the individual in society. The emphasis on individualism was a hallmark of the Renaissance, influencing not just art, but culture and thought as well. The Renaissance spirit of inquiry extended beyond the arts and into the realm of science. This period was marked by a profound transformation in the way people viewed the natural world and their place within it. For centuries, the prevailing view of the universe had been based on the teachings of the ancient Greek astronomer Ptolemy. His ideas were widely accepted and integrated into the fabric of medieval thought. Ptolemy's geocentric model placed the Earth at the center of the universe, with all other celestial bodies revolving around it. This model was not just a scientific theory, but a worldview that aligned with religious and philosophical beliefs of the time. However, during the Renaissance, a Polish astronomer named Nicolaus Copernicus challenged this long-held belief. His work marked the beginning of a paradigm shift in astronomy. Copernicus proposed a heliocentric model, which placed the Sun at the center of the solar system with the Earth and other planets revolving around it. This was a radical departure from the geocentric model and required a complete rethinking of the cosmos. This revolutionary idea met with resistance from the Church, which held fast to the geocentric view. The Church's authority was deeply intertwined with the established cosmology, and any challenge to it was seen as a threat. The work of Copernicus was further developed by the Italian astronomer Galileo Galilei. Galileo's contributions were crucial in providing empirical evidence to support the heliocentric model. Galileo made significant improvements to the telescope, which allowed him to make groundbreaking observations of the heavens. His enhanced telescope brought the distant stars and planets into clearer view. He observed the phases of Venus, the moons of Jupiter, and other celestial phenomena that were previously unseen. These observations were critical in challenging the geocentric model. Galileo also meticulously documented the craters on the moon, providing further evidence for the Copernican model. His detailed sketches and notes were instrumental in advancing astronomical knowledge. Galileo's discoveries challenged the Church's authority on matters of science and led to his condemnation by the Inquisition. Despite his trial and house arrest, his work continued to inspire future generations of scientists. The scientific revolution was a gradual process, with contributions from many brilliant minds across Europe. Figures like Johannes Kepler, who refined the heliocentric model with his laws of planetary motion, and Isaac Newton, who formulated the laws of gravity, played pivotal roles. But the work of Copernicus and Galileo marked a turning point in human understanding of the universe. Their groundbreaking theories and observations laid the foundation for modern astronomy. Their willingness to challenge established dogma paved the way for the scientific method, based on observation, experimentation, and reason. This method became the cornerstone of scientific inquiry, leading to countless discoveries and advancements in various fields of science. Section 4. Spreading the word, the printing press and the Renaissance. One invention above all others fueled the spread of Renaissance ideas: the printing press. This revolutionary device transformed the way information was shared and consumed. Developed by Johannes Gutenberg in the mid-15th century, the printing press allowed for the mass production of books for the first time in history. Gutenberg's innovation of movable type was a game-changer, enabling printers to produce multiple copies of a single text with unprecedented speed and efficiency. Before Gutenberg's invention, books were laboriously copied by hand, making them rare and expensive. Monks and scribes would spend months, sometimes years, painstakingly transcribing texts, which limited the availability of written works to the wealthy and the elite. The printing press made it possible to produce books quickly and cheaply, leading to a dramatic increase in literacy and the spread of knowledge across Europe. Suddenly, books were no longer the exclusive domain of the privileged few. They became accessible to a much broader audience. No longer were ideas confined to monasteries and universities. The printing press broke down barriers, allowing information to flow freely and reach people from all walks of life. Now anyone who could read could access the works of great thinkers from the past and present. This democratization of knowledge meant that education and intellectual engagement were no longer the sole preserve of the elite. The printing press had a profound impact on every aspect of Renaissance society. It was not just a technological marvel, it was a catalyst for cultural and intellectual transformation. It facilitated the Protestant Reformation by allowing for the widespread dissemination of Martin Luther's ideas. Luther's 95 Theses, which challenged the practices of the Catholic Church, were quickly printed and distributed, sparking religious debates and reforms across Europe. It fueled scientific discovery by making it easier for scientists to share their findings with one another. The works of Copernicus, Galileo, and other pioneering scientists were printed and circulated, enabling a rapid exchange of ideas that propelled scientific progress. And it fostered a culture of reading and debate, as people from all walks of life gained access to new ideas and perspectives. Public readings, book clubs, and intellectual discussions became common, enriching the cultural fabric of society. The printing press democratized knowledge and helped to create a more informed and engaged citizenry. education became more widespread, and people were better equipped to participate in civic life and contribute to the common good. It was a pivotal invention that helped to usher in the modern world. The printing press not only preserved the wisdom of the past, but also paved the way for future innovations and discoveries, shaping the course of history in ways that are still felt today. Section 5. A crisis of faith, the Reformation. The Renaissance spirit of inquiry and challenge to authority extended to the Church itself. In the early 16th century, a German monk named Martin Luther sparked a religious revolution that would reshape Christianity, the Protestant Reformation. Luther challenged the authority of the Pope and the Catholic Church, arguing that salvation came through faith alone, not through good works or indulgences. Luther's ideas, spread rapidly by the newly invented printing press, resonated with many who were critical of church practices and doctrines. The Reformation led to the rise of Protestantism, which broke away from the Catholic Church and established new Christian denominations. The Reformation had a profound impact on European society. It led to religious wars, political upheaval, and the establishment of new nation-states. The Reformation also had a lasting impact on education, as Protestant reformers emphasized the importance of literacy and biblical study. The Reformation was a complex and multifaceted movement with far-reaching consequences. It challenged the authority of the Catholic Church, fostered religious diversity, and contributed to the development of modern nation-states. The Reformation was a testament to the power of ideas and the enduring human desire for religious freedom.